Do you have any additions to Francisco's answer there, as it is your areas of expertise as well?
Well, I just want to say that maybe, although there were obviously policy implications of this tour, for Trump, it was largely about economics and business deals. And of course, the 3 Gulf states he went to have a lot of money. But also for Trump, it's also about showmanship. I mean, let's be honest, Trump loves all that gold and glitter that he was welcomed with in all 3 of the Gulf states. And certainly Israel can't compete with that. I mean, going and touring, I don't know, a kibbutz and looking at some avocado plantations cannot compete with the incredible gold and wealth that he seems to revel in, and the architecture. He even mentioned being, having had a career in real estate, he noted the rather magnificent architecture in Qatar and Abu Dhabi. Of course, what he doesn't do, Trump, is inject any human rights element into American foreign policy, which previous presidents did. So we don't even want to think about the suffering of third world labor in building that magnificent architecture. And then Trump also was so profuse with his praise. I mean, he said to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, he placed his hand on his heart, Trump, and said, "I like you so much, so much." He called the leader of the United Arab Emirates magnificent. He called Qatar's ruling family. He said, "You are handsome, tall guys." And if you contrast that with the quite frankly insulting language he's used, Trump, about some Western allies of the United States in Europe or Canada or whatever, it's just remarkable. So part of this tour is definitely about policy and some serious stuff. But part of it is Trump possibly appealing to his American base to say, "I'm the man, look at me, look how successful I am. I just got a $400 million gift of the magnificent airplane ever. I'm so successful, just like I've got Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue." I mean, we could look at the tour on a more basic level like that.
Yeah, theatrical and dramatic as Trump is, I guess. Tom, again, I'll pose my next question to you. Israel's long been a cornerstone of US Middle East policy. Is this position now being reconsidered or constrained, particularly in light of shifting regional dynamics?
Well, yes. Look, on his previous presidency, Trump went to Israel in 2017 as one of his on his first tour. This time he is missing out Israel. He has barely mentioned Israel or Gaza or the Palestinian issue during the last 3 days. He did, however, urge both Saudi Arabia and Syria to join the Abraham Accords and normalize relations with Israel, which is good. But there is definitely a sense that the Gulf comes first. It's got the money. Both Trump's children, his sons, but also his political allies and also his Middle East negotiator, Steve Witkoff, they all have substantial business interests in Qatar. And in the future, I believe the Saudis and UAE are going to build various Trump hotels and golf courses and so on. So yes, Israel, which was or is possibly the closest ally of the United States in the world in many ways, does feel a bit left out. It's also being somewhat ignored in policy, although I do understand that Trump has made a phone call with Netanyahu to discuss the visit during the visit, and Marco Rubio also called Netanyahu after the meeting with the President al-Shara of Syria. Rubio briefed Netanyahu. So Israel is definitely not completely out of the picture, but it's definitely taking a kind of back seat compared to the central position it's used to being in.